And that's an orange. Leave me alone. This is Mike. Surprisingly buff and perfectly seasoned. Please don't eat the cat. Please don't eat the cat. Oh, well, you didn't eat the cat, but I hate this more. Okay, now for the next level, align your eyes so that you're just peeping out right over the top of the cat, but you're still lined up with a webcam. You will be the talk of every meeting from now until you get fired. The length of how long that is highly depends on how good of a sense of humor your organization has. Did you do that much makeup to get to that? And you didn't screw this up because the rest of your hair isn't wet. What? You put way too much effort into this. I'm vaguely impressed, but I'm more terrified. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh, never mind. Oh, I was so excited. I thought this was gonna look so good. Oh. Like this could be so cool at like a biker bar or something. Oh man, that'd be amazing. Okay, this is the cover image for the Vaporwave Pool YouTube music video that goes on for 2 hours, but actually ends up pretty groovy. We also all know somebody that is like that much into swim. Like, I will go across this square full of water and back so many times. Don't get me wrong, I love the pool. I don't get the point of competitive laps. A little girl said monsters were in her bedroom. It was 60,000 bees. I would take the monsters. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I'll take the monsters. Thanks. This is the point at which you ask the little kid, like, oh my God, are you okay? What happened? And they go, nothing. Meanwhile, they look like a war crime was just committed on like the left side of their body. You're using that as an art medium. I want to be impressed, but I hate that part of the broccoli so much that I can't be. I hate this. I hate this. I will eat the little tiny bits off the top of the broccoli. It's fine. Everything else, disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. The texture of snail eyes. I don't know. Look, I'm not gonna judge. I don't want to know about it. And I'm not paying for the hospital bill after, but I'm not gonna judge. Put the lid back on that cactus before it goes bad. Cactuses already look like antennas, so this is kind of brilliant. The face swaps usually don't get me. Like, it's usually just not that big of a deal to me. I don't like this one. There's some uncanny in this valley. This seems like it would be the image for a YouTube video of supposedly chill music that just gets weirder and more terrifying as it goes on. Can't place it. Don't like it. There is nothing that I can say that will not immediately get this video demonetized about this image. I could just fill this time with the B-movie script, but I think you hear little Billy heading down the hallway with a bat. So, yeah, this is about to get interesting. I will walk this back for a second. This car will be so popular around Halloween and at every car meet, and the rest of the time, somebody's going to think something's wrong with you. It's really cool as an art piece. I don't like horror-y stuff, but I can at least appreciate the amount of effort that went into this. Fun fact, that cat was the one that determined the spacing for those holes. True story. Lexi lied vigorously. Lens cleaner, obviously. Cat crap. Lens cleaner, anti-fog. I read that as ant fog. Did you just name the product? Is cat crap a brand? Or did you just name it that so that people would look? So the cat looks really angry. Not sure I would want to put this on my glasses. The Zeiss wipes I use all the time for a lot of stuff are actually right behind it. Those are pretty good. I'm not sure how many HR departments would need to be involved to resolve whatever it is going on here, but I hope for everyone's sake that it's happening at a private gathering so that nobody has to fill out all that paperwork. This is just wonderful. A little weird that the image is flipped because the arrow keys are on the left. So I'm inclined to believe this is just a really good Photoshop, but I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping this is real. People are getting way too good at this. This is gonna become its own art form in like 3 months, and it's gonna last 2 weeks. Welcome to the internet. Okay, is this on a cruise ship or something? Because that's amazing. Dude, give the dolphin some grub. He's hungry. They're noodles. Give the dolphin some noodles. Nope. No, we saw this one before. It's awful. It's horrible. I hate it. Just long neck Dora haunts my nightmares, but is not impervious to 12 gauge buckshot. So that's how they designed the AirPods. I had to look at it really closely to try to figure out if it was actually an AirPod that they just like put something green on, but I don't think this shape is quite that. I'm surprised no cigarette company or vape company or whatever has done this for an ad. Like, come on. Especially because there's like the Camel's like subset of flavors and stuff. Like, right there. I was gonna say this is like the worst Big Brother like trying to hide inside of a tree ever, but then I realized the camera's actually been there for a while. The tree is growing over it. The tree has cracked the dome of the camera. It is just absorbing it. It is eating it. It is tired. It wishes to sleep. It wants to close its eye. I used to and still do this all the time. Just like everything around you can just be like giant props for tiny miniature operations. Like, no, this is a mining town now. I know it would have been really hard. Oh, never mind. You have it from the wine bottles. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. You probably have to put like remote in there sticking out and stuff. Look, I love all animals. I don't get the snakes as pets. Sure, some of them are very cute, but like it's more of a risk thing. Like I'm glad your hair tie is sentient, but I really don't want it to do anything else. else. No. Like some piercings, totally fine. You'll put like an industrial and a helix and like a tragus. Go for it. This is a bit much. That's a bit much. That's uncomfortable. He just absolutely does not care, like at all. If he'd been slightly more aware, he could like move his arm and then like hide the rest of his arm behind his elbow, and you could perfectly line that up. Hello, my name is Tom Riddle. I see you have found my Nokia. Good luck destroying this Horcrux. Hi, Tom. I'd like to introduce you to saltwater. I'm going to really hope that you sculpted this out of clay and then like put ice cream over it so that it kind of melted over it. 'Cause that would be the coolest way to do this. And you didn't just like shove a porcelain thing in there and just put like on top of an ice cream. I just want there to be effort. Like, this is cool. And I know you didn't make it out of ice cream because I know how structurally sound ice cream cones are. But yeah. Happened across this sticker on a walk. Free dream. Lettuce grows beneath my breasts. I trim the lettuce with tiny garden shears. Good night, dear listeners. Good night. I don't know what kind of idea he has, but it's not a good one. And I think we should leave. Look, you can make fun of them all you want, but moving is a and sometimes stuff just doesn't fit where you think it will, and you gotta throw it in an open trunk. Obama actually kind of pulls it off, and Putin looks like he's trying to flirt during a colonoscopy. Look, the pigeons are big in New York, but I don't remember them being this big. I love the fact that this was like definitely staged. Told her I knew a spot. One question, how did you get into the game and how are you going to leave? Unripe, almost ripe, ready to eat, getting mushy. This has been your lovebird ripeness chart. I actually don't know if that's their plumage. Like if it gets like that, the older they get. Well, we know where long neck Dora got the genes somewhere down the line. Yeah, your car is just parked there permanently now. If you bother that bird, I will find you. Look, I'm not filling out any paperwork with HR. That's a sandwich. Leave me alone. Wait, that's what happens when you drink those? What? I'm so gypped. Oh, I thought you would actually die. No, you just get the really cool neck piercing things. God, imagine trying to get through TSA with that. I love the idea of just a random door opening and a tiny man popping out and just being like, yes, I can help you. That's fantastic. This is not the weirdest tattoo you, me, or anybody else who watches this channel has seen. Don't even lie. Fantastic. Oh, I love this kind of stuff. And it's just the car next to him. Like you can see the red bouncing off the left of the car. I love that. Oh, that's so perfect. Religious. Bionicle. See, being trans is a religion and therefore protected by the First Amendment. Anyways, Godzilla 2000. Yes. I'm sure there's somebody that, oh wow, somebody here genuinely worships Godzilla. There's 3 of them. So about that colonoscopy, oh, what the frack? No, this is when you order the wrong statue, but it's 2 days before corporate's gonna show up, and you're like, nah, screw it, just paint it like the guy. Paint it like the guy, it'll be fine. And somehow it was. Look, this is not what I meant by speed chess. Oh my God, I am not going to HR today. Leave me alone, it's a balloon. What did you put in your coffee? And can I have some? Because that sounds amazing. I want coffee that gives me that much energy and heart failure. I am shocked there are not more people doing this. Like dressing up as Frozone, although I guess you would be fairly low visibility from like the waist up because it does have blue shoulders. The costume has blue shoulders. But still, going to ski resorts and like giant neighborhood and community snowball fights and stuff like that. There needs to be, every neighborhood needs their own Frozone. Was trying to take a screenshot in my video game, and this is what saved and then immediately crashed the game. There's no teeth in the game. What do you mean there's no teeth in the... I'm guessing there's some character models? Shadow Man was feeling fuzzy that day. I realize it's a dog. This is the closest I've seen to like looks AI generated. The shadows look too good, especially on the carpet. 99% sure this is real, but yeah, this is some abomination AI would create. Had this random message from Siri pop up on my phone. Maybe you should twirl. I'm told this is the perfect moment to twirl. I mean, that doesn't sound bad. I've seen Siri react to way worse. I think you should twirl. That sounds kind of fun. Get a spinning skirt and make twirling way better. Look, sometimes moving is a and all you can do is shove everything into the trunk and hold the door and hope for the best. I've moved so many times in my life and nothing ever goes smoothly and something always gets broken. You just hope that it's something that's not that valuable or easily replaceable, more importantly. Another unrealistic body expectation for women. 2 heads on your hips. Having a torso is so much work. It's freaking lungs and heart. God. Well, that's ripe for abuse. Oh dear. Were there ever good intentions for this? I don't think so. Now we're not gonna think about this anymore. Waluigi. This is amazing. Wah, nah. These need to be laser cut. The eyes. Oh my god. Everything about this is perfect. The eye. These need to be laser cut and put in like every single GameStop, and they would single-handedly save the entire franchise. Nah, we good. No help needed. I mean, they look more chill than I would be in this situation. There's like a tiny bit of debris, but like everything else is intact. This was like the slowest rollover ever. There's some guy in flip-flops back there like, yeah, I'm gonna be an engineer today. I'm dad, who might end up saving the day, but genuinely doesn't have the qualifications to be dealing with this. I'm sad it's not the stretched out Linus Sebastian meme, but I can live with this. This is fine. This one screwed me up. This, like, I understood it like 2 seconds in. I was like, oh, okay, it's one person laying on top of each other. But then my brain kept flipping back and then forward and back. Oh man, it's still like, usually optical illusions will resolve into the less exciting state, but this one just keeps flipping back and forth. Brain is like, human, there's a human there. I mean, if you actually had pants like that, that'd be pretty cool. I'm not gonna like walk around like some Narnia stuff. I hope she has a sense of humor to like actually enjoy this picture.
Okay, now this is the one backpack I will grant Frontier a little bit of brownie points for, okay? They don't want your backpack to be a carry-on anymore. This is the one I would be okay with not counting in that particular regard. You could fit a house in there. Dude probably lives in that backpack when he's not carrying it around. Okay, what the shit happened here? He blew himself. I love Arrested Development, don't you? Maybe he is auditioning to become a member of a Blue Man group somewhere out there. Doesn't look like he's really thrilled about it, though. Did he swish that bitch right in there and get a strike? I don't think so. If I had to guess, I'm not going to assume that this went well. That probably put a hole in the lane, right? Why is my broccoli weird? Broccoli's always weird. Eat it. Eat the damn broccoli. It's good for you. It builds character and will make you strong. It makes your breath smell nice. Makes your feet small. Do it, goddammit. It gives you abs. Alright, that's just a bunch of wasted food. It's not really fun or funny. Why would this be here? Sure, it's a weird image. It's a bunch of hot dogs on the ground, but it just makes me sad. Makes me sad that a bunch of edible stuff is just destroyed and left behind on the ground, you know? Do you know, I could have eaten those hot dogs. I very well could and should have eaten those hot dogs. Now I can't, though, because they're all tainted by stupid, dirty sidewalk and street. So, to whomever threw these on the ground, thank you so much. You suck, and I don't like you. Oh, well, not much weirder so far. I mean, the cat's climbing the curtains, that's just normal. That's pretty regular stuff there, but the skeleton is really where the weirdness starts to come out, right? Right? Okay, actually, what's weirder to me is that cat made it that high up. Normally, they panic like the one down below and fall off before there's really even a chance to get that high. But in this case, no. A man dressed as a cat in France circa 1920. Damn, alright. I guess the furry revolution goes back a lot farther than I recalled, or remembered, or was ever educated about. How much do you think this fursuit cost him? Do you think it was $6,000 back then, too? God, what a scary costume, though. I appreciate the pants. We all know that cats would wear pants if they knew about them, right? Just for the fashion. That's it. No other reason. It's sort of a power move on their part, I guess you could say. Alright, what the hell is the point of this? Look at all those incredibly useful chairs that could come tumbling down at any moment. I don't trust this structure at all. I wouldn't be casually sitting around it. You couldn't pay me. Absolutely not. There's that guy over there doing what, taxes? Browsing a DOS box or something like that? No. No, I'm gonna sit way over in the back where those other people are standing. I'm going that way. This circle in my backyard, is that crabgrass? I know it's not a fairy ring, you know, where it's the mushrooms, right, in a circle. I know it's not one of those. You know what? It might be a portal that's opening up to another dimension. I cannot promise you that's what it is, but that's just what I'm assuming, okay? I'm no expert in the field of strange happenings in the backyard. So you're going to have to find someone who is in order to get a straight answer, because that's not one I can give you. All I can do is guess. That's really what I do best here, actually. Well, hey, fuck you too, buddy. What are the odds, though? Looks like you're on vacation in a beautiful place, and it is telling you to go home. So maybe you should, and maybe after that you should find, I don't know, a significantly more welcoming place to vacay. Nothing beats coleslaw pops on a hot summer day. If I ever bite into a popsicle and it's coleslaw, everybody in the room is dying. Yeah, that's totally fair. That is not an overblown reaction at all. Not an overreaction in any stretch of the imagination right there. Whoever created these does deserve the wrath of God forever and always. Cotton like stuffing in yard. Are you sure you're not accidentally growing cotton in your yard or something like that? You might want to harvest it. Maybe you can make a bunch of sweaters for free or something like that. Take up crocheting or knitting, I guess, and there you go. Perfect. I really hope it's not some kind of fungus. I don't know why it makes me think that it would be. Well, never mind. Maybe not. It's a little too fine. Looks like a gun straight out of... You know what? I don't know. I don't know where the hell this would have come from. It's just gross. It's gnarly. It's like if they made a Doom game set in the Little Mermaid universe or some shit like that. It's gross, but I can't help but continue to look at it. At least for now. Let's sit here for a moment and just stare. I'm kidding. We don't have a whole lot of time today. I gotta get a haircut. Yep, this one sure is weird just because her eye was put on a moving window. We've seen you before. You're stupid. I hate you. Go away, Cyclops person. I heard that people do this when there's a fire around, like a wildfire on the way. If they've got something in particular that's not gonna be destroyed by water, they'll hide it in the water, so to speak, and hopefully it protects it. I mean, I imagine it would. The fire's not gonna dive into the water and destroy their fine china or anything like that, right? Right? Fire doesn't do that, right? My dog on a car ride. Well, he seems to be embracing the vibe that is the road trip, okay? No matter how short, you should really just let the road take you somewhere, and that's clearly what's going on with this guy. Oh, this isn't even a weird image. This belongs in another subreddit entirely. Who installed the doorknob like this? Probably a psychopath. Someone who never wants you to be able to shut the door efficiently, effectively, so on and so forth. Oh god, that is evil. I mean, not evil to the person wearing it. They have to know about it before they put it on, but you're gonna give so many people a heart attack, because, jeez, dude. I hope that's not made out of a real spider corpse, because that would be grody and incredibly fragile, I imagine. No, boy, what the shit? Why? What kind of bouquet is this? Are those eggplants? Or whatever the hell else they're called otherwise? And cucumbers? Oh, it's a really low-res picture. It's kind of hard to tell. Regardless, I mean, this guy certainly shot a shot. It's a little weird, and I would imagine inappropriate, but okay, man, you do you. We've all felt this deep within our souls before. You just want to tell somebody off so bad that your third arm is going to come popping out of your throat to make sure they know that you are upset. All right, let's see what we're playing. We've got our Super Nintendo Entertainment System, our PlayStation 2 controller that's seen much, much better days, or many, many better days, or whatever better days. Woody, our Xbox One disc. It's one of those images that's trying to get worse the more you look at it, but it's over. It's ended. There's nothing else that could get worse here. It's unfortunate. I was hoping for at least a few more things that caught my eye that make me want to vomit. You know, just a couple more. I'm not too greedy, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay. I must say, this one's pretty innocent, but it is freaking me out. I really do not like the little hand vortex. Ugh. It's a tornado of human flesh. It's disgusting. All right, we got ourselves the coolest manager of all time. I would imagine this cat's the manager. I mean, they're not running the till, right? Not to say that managers can't do that, but you know what I'm trying to say. And again, if you don't, well, everyone else does. Why don't you? Why can't you understand what I'm saying? Steve? Yeah, you know what? Any other animal, and this would probably work. But this is a pigeon, right? I would assume it looks like a pigeon. They're already so screwed up that this is going to have zero effect on them. Have you seen the blank stare behind those weird little eyes they sport? Yeah, there's no way in hell this is gonna work. I'm sorry. All right. Well, this sure is an intersection. I guess it fits some kind of legal definition for one. I wonder how many accidents happen here. If I had to guess, at least 20 accidents a year. Not fatal necessarily, but okay. It's probably an incredibly normal intersection to drive through. It just looks really dumb. Hell, this could be a significantly smarter design, for all I know. I don't know. I've never been in an accident. I've never been pulled over. This is an interesting idea. An intersection designing. Well, intersection designing. There's no other word that needs to come after that. Oh, wow. That sure is one of the nastiest images I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even kidding. This is kind of vile, dude. Bath foods? You mean to tell me there's some dude out there that runs an account that probably makes him enough money to do this garbage, and like, I'm all for shock value, you know? I'm totally all about edgy humor and shock value, dude. But there's something so fundamentally disgusting about the wet fried chicken, everything floating in the bathtub. It's so gross. You have to clean up after this. It's all just, ugh. It just puts my brain in the wrong spot. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, well, this is just cannibalism. This is just straight up cannibalism, and quite frankly, it's disgusting. Why is this in this subreddit, okay? That's not welcome here. Why are we allowing cannibalism to seep back into the zeitgeist? I don't think so, not on my watch. And I am actually wearing a watch today. Weird lemon from my lemon tree. Ooh, that lemon is... Well, I'm gonna put it a little bit past weird. I'm sorry, it's a little past weird at this point, I would say. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'll say it. I'll say what everyone's thinking. Your lemon's a little f***ed up looking, dude. I want to see you try and eat it. Yeah, you see this? You see this right here? This is the face of the creature you're boiling alive. You still want to eat it, huh? You still want to eat it after hearing its screams of torment in its final moments? Yeah, I bet you don't, you sicko. You sick bastards. The master bathroom with marble tub. Wow, that is the worst looking bathtub I think that's ever been created. Ever. I'd be more comfortable in a bathtub that was made out of a giant porcelain clown face. Just seriously, think about that image for a minute. All right, you did it? It's horrifying, right? This bathtub is worse than that. It's so stupid. I will say, to sort of, well, not necessarily play devil's advocate, to throw out some brownie points for the rich person that has no taste that, you know, owns this bathroom. The tile? Holy crap, I love it. It's beautiful. It is super, super pretty, and surprisingly enough works well with the other colors going on here. It's just that damn tub. You know, if you're super rich and you can afford a solid marble tub that looks like this, why don't you go out and buy like a handcrafted giant brass tub? Or hell, why don't you just get a solid gold one? Because both of those are gonna fit in just as well, okay? You know what? Get a generic one that has those little claw feet on it. You know, a little bit more generic there. Just anything but this, really. Picture of a masturbator from a 1918 Swedish medical textbook. That's what we all look like. That's all of us right there, by the way. Not saying that we're all filthy masturbators, but I'm just saying that this guy is all of us personified. Okay, I can't say personified because we're all people. That doesn't make any sense. But this guy is all of our emotions and brain power personified. There we go. That feels a little bit better. We're all a little dumb. We're all a little drooly. And this guy is just showing us why we shouldn't care. Look at how carefree this guy looks. Why do I give a shit what someone thinks about my goober intelligence levels? Okay. Oh, I get it, because it's her, right? It's her, because, you know, someone who was in a few porn videos, you gotta take selfies with them. You know what? If I were her, I'd be like, okay, you know what? $10 per each of you, $20 per each of you, and I'll take a selfie with you. Because why the hell you taking a selfie with me in the... That's right. Are these two guys married? I don't see no ring, so probably not. Not that that makes it any better. This just feels weird, man. I'm not taking a selfie with... Never mind. Wow. I have to say, the people that used the Me creators, they're insane. Look at what you can do with such a limited tool set. It's genuinely impressive. The amount of times I looked up a tutorial to create funky little characters to add to my Wii, I know this is a Switch, to add to my Wii, dude, I spent days doing that shit. Some were funny, some were really not. I think my favorite one that I ever made, though, was probably either Hank Hill or Kenny from South Park. I'm not exactly sure which one, but this is like on the same level as those people that would create incredibly intricate Call of Duty, was it emblems? Not emblems. You know what I mean, though. Those little icons that people had, starting with, was it Black Ops that was the first one that did that? See, I don't even know. I'm not even a true fan anymore, am I? My daughter made a Bikini Nixon cake. Why? What was the inspiration behind, I want to make a cake that looks like Richard Nixon, but I'm gonna give him an hourglass figure and a bikini. No, I need to know what the frickin' inspiration here is, dude. Okay, if this is a real tattoo, I would love to know the inspiration behind it. I don't need to, because, you know, you don't owe me that explanation. I'm just super curious about this. Is this how you're gonna pass your math exam or something like that? Is that what people are doing now? Tattooing their notes on themselves? I don't know. Again, when it comes to tattoos, I can't really speak too much on it because I have really weird ones and I'm about to go and get another weird one, and they're all just for me. I don't give a shit what you think about them because they're not your tattoos at the end of the day, right? So, wow. You performed a C-section on an orange. And how many babies we got? Wow. Look at that. 10 babies. That's amazing, guys. Just goes to show. Oranges really get around. Okay. Oh my god, this is amazing. Holy, that's so perfect. What the shit? Oh my god, I never would have thought about something like that. You know what? Unironically, fantastic. Can we get a large applause, editor? Can we get that in here? I'm not even being a smartass. That is serious creativity. I love it. That's so awesome. Bravo. You win every Halloween since you've created this cosplay. Love it. Hope to see more. Hey, is this dill ice cream? You know what? I've been surprised before by strange ice cream flavors. I don't want the pickle in there. I don't want that in there. And the rest, I'm assuming it's seasoned with dill, right? I will take a bite. Just one. Just one. I'm very, very curious. But again, get that fucking pickle away from me, dude. All right, what the? There's no way, dog. No way that's real. Like, why would you do that? What kind of kindergartner-ass move would that be? Pinching someone's elbow. Dude, you're in the NBA. This is NBA, right? Yeah, it is. No. No, shut up. Get out of here, dude. Ah, he's found his long-lost brother. Bill, that's his name, of course, is Bill. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Wow, that rice is that is rice, right? Some of these images are so low res at times, I genuinely have no clue what the hell it is I'm looking at. I can't tell whether or not this is impressive or a spectacular screw up. I just don't know what direction we're going in here at all. I'm not sure why, but this instills some kind of deep fear within me. Who gave him access to a racing simulator? Why does he need a racing simulator? What is he planning on doing behind the wheel of a car anytime soon? I tell you, this stinks to high heaven. Of course she did. Wow, what are you gonna do? You gonna start crying? Are you gonna be sad? Sadness? Is that what you're gonna do? Oh, little baby. Oh, yeah, shut up. Grow up, man. Why don't you get your own emotions? That is a surefire way to make sure that someone at your work throws it away. Or someone in your house does. I'm the guy that throws crap away all the time that's gone bad. I'm like one of the main people that does that here. All right? And if I saw this sandwich, I'm throwing it out. Why wouldn't I do that if it looks like it's covered in mold? What the hell is the purpose of this? What type of view-bot farming craziness is this shit? What's going on here? You know what? I've seen this guy before, and he still kicks ass. This guy is rocking harder than any of us ever will. Love this mother. Yeah, I always wondered about that. Shoes that look like that, do they leave this sort of impression on everyone's feet? They have to, right? Not that every shoe that looks like this is this dramatic, I suppose, but they would all leave some kind of imprint, wouldn't they? Well, boy, oh boy, that sure is a statue of sorts. What the hell's even going on here? Sure, we're at a hilarious angle, but I need to see it from more angles to really judge what could be happening here. I've never seen Spider-Man do that. Damn, that rock formation's making me think about stuff. Anyway, that rock got ass. Found this suitcase on a dirt road in the middle of the desert. I mean, cool. Leave it there. Don't get any closer. Just leave it alone. Dude, I wish I could train myself to sleep like this. Why? Absolutely no reason at all, except to freak people out. I think it would be really funny. For all the long thumb posts, here's mine. Holy shit! Sorry, wow, you were not kidding around. I need to see these other long thumb posts. Was this like a fad or just a thing that happened? What? Cause goddamn, brother, you're not using some sort of lens distortion or some trickery here, are you? For all you disbelievers, here's my thumb next to my partner's. All right, you were genuinely not shitting around. Amazing. Holy crap. Are the rest of your fingers like really, really, really long, or is it just your thumb? Like, I'm so curious about your life. You probably live the exact same type of life that I do, just with a longer thumb, but still. This man holds the record for having the widest tongue in the world. What a crazy record to hold, but god damn it if his wife doesn't look happy as fuck about that one. Weird tree. That's putting it lightly, man. What the hell did you do to these trees to make them do that? What did you do? My brother in God. Why? Melted wax figures rescued from the 1925 fire at Madame Tussauds London Museum. Okay. I mean, honestly, I was expecting it to be a lot creepier. They're melted? I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess they would be a little bit here. I guess they're just not melted in the way that I was hoping for weird images. I was hoping for them to be freakish monstrosities now, not just slightly put out, disappointed looking people. I mean, yes, severed heads on the ground aside from everything else. Just still, I was expecting something a little bit different. Okay, now this guy has finally cracked the code to being the commuter of commuters. This guy can never be late. He's gonna eat his incredibly salty breakfast right on the way to work, and it just fits. That's it. You know, it's not as dangerous as the one time I saw a woman driving a car with a bowl of cereal in her lap, doing her makeup in the rearview mirror with a hairdryer she somehow managed to get plugged into her little, the old cigarette lighter port, the one that doesn't have a cigarette lighter in it anymore, but it is still on modern cars and a lot of them, you know, just in case you need some extra oomph power, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. What I mean to say is this guy is truly ahead of all of us in many, many different ways. You know, this feels like the safest way to be eating your food when you're having to make your daily commute somewhere, right? Again, it's a lot safer than that previous woman I described, who is completely real and not made up on the spot, by the way, okay? I know you think I'm lying, I know you think I am, but I'm not, and you can't prove it anyway.
Oh my god, what have I become? Huh, a wig! The real princess was inside you all along. That got trans real quick. I love it. Every day, I lose a little bit more faith in humanity. What the hell is that? Look, I don't care how much Mario you've been playing. Plumbing does not work the way that game suggests it does. This is not going to go the way you think it will. But up, dead. I think you need to pull your coat down a little, sir. Or order up a size next time, because that is not covering up as much as you think it is. Or maybe it is. Bacon tape. Kind of useless, at least for tape's intended purposes, but great for, I don't know, like, imagine laying down like weaves or like strips on top of things, like pies. I should not be allowed around any type of cooking device. When you go to a gallery and discovered you've not aged in 430 years, either you've spent ungodly amounts on your skincare routine and that weird blood transfusion thing, or you've just discovered you're a vampire. Congratulations! Avoid garlic. The mystery of Alice in Wonderland syndrome. I don't know, man. Her name was Alice. That's all I remember. I see. Well, that's all the time we have for today. But I also don't accept your insurance. Sorry, I just had to make it worse. I'm disappointed you didn't modify the bottom text to just say Game Beans Advance. But I'm also disappointed that you filled a perfectly good Game Boy shell with beans. I know you can get like boxes of these from Japan that are like broken or whatever parts, but still, come on. Perfectly normal strawberry? You're not getting me demonetized today? That's perfectly normal strawberry. A little genetically modified, but you know, if you look at it just right, it looks like a manatee laying on its back. Those fries actually do look really good. You know, I'd be surprised, but like, this is far from the worst, quote unquote, sexiest costume that I've seen anywhere. Like, walk into a Spirit Halloween. This is the least of your problems. Grumpy Cat. Please don't bring those to flesh. Please do not bring your drawings to flesh. We did that once, and that's how we ended up with the anglerfish. I'm pretty sure this wasn't on a Top Gear episode, because I've probably seen all of them. Don't judge me. But this seems like something that should be on a Top Gear episode, right? Like, this is Top Gear or Mythbusters bull. Like, this lands squarely in that category. At what point does it stop becoming a phone and it starts becoming a flail? Like, what's the cutoff point there? If I remember it's correctly, it's called a cat of nine tails, but I don't know if that actually means it has to have like 9 doobly things at the end? Because we're way past 9 at this point, and I would then classify this as a weapon. Good job. You better have paid that kid very well to put up with this entire BS. Like, I'm really hoping this is like some wholesome father-daughter Halloween thing. But you also look like you're about to kick that child, so I don't know, man. I can't judge this at all. Look, they said that crows would bring you shiny things if you made friends with them. They didn't say what those shiny things would be. This is some Edgar Allan Poe shit. Yes, I've moved the 2 p.m. meeting to the bathroom. Yeah, the bathroom conference room. It's where I think the best. They don't actually lock the door during meetings. It's just like, oh, hi, come on in. It just gets real awkward real fast. I was distracted by the thing on top because I was trying to figure out what that was. And then there's just a dog as a taillight. Do his eyes light up red when you stomp on the brakes? My dreams when I take trazodone to sleep. Does this thing just stare at you, or do you like ride it around or something? I love weird dreams, but I'm always curious like how you actually end up interacting with them. Ha ha ha, I like this. Especially if the elevator is down only. Okay, this took me way too long. It's a person looking straight at me with foam or something on one side of their face, and then a weird light and a flat background on the other. And that took me way too long to figure out. You can tell which one the real one is because it looks terrified that this has occurred. And frankly, I would have some existential problems if this occurred in real life to me too. Now is not the time to floor your dirt bike. I'm just saying, it's not the time. It's not gonna be worth the legal trouble. Okay, the Dom-Sub relationship makes perfect sense. I don't need that explained. I need an explanation for the SpongeBob. Like, it doesn't even match your general aesthetic, like the look that you're going for. It genuinely just looks out of place. Was it just the only bag you had, like, lying around? Is it hers? Like, what? Why is this here? Guardian doll in my girlfriend's apartment. You know, if you ever wanted an excuse to have a mannequin in your house, but convince yourself and everyone else that it wasn't creepy, guardian mannequin while making it creepy is like the best, most logical explanation. Somebody out there has way too much time. Just wait, this is not, it's not a rug. It's not bits of noodles. That's all on the floor. That's all sand or something. Yeah, it's insane. I like to imagine the dog running in and just like shaking itself or somebody sneezing. Yeah, no, this works. No, I like this. This isn't weird at all. I just fantastic. Perfect. That fits perfectly. Look, being a front seat can be a lot of pressure sometimes. Sometimes you need a massage from the back seat. There's no way I can make that sound better. One art student at school painted this. I'm glad somebody's still having fun at art school. Good job. Keep that up. Is that a cow hoodie thing? That's not, all right, I don't like the implications of this image, and I can't find an advertiser safe way to describe it, so I'm gonna back away slowly and leave that house because clearly I walked into the wrong party. Look, the day that you see a pig breathing fire out of its nostrils is the day you have self-cooking bacon. Why would you complain? This is fantastic. I see this as an absolute win. Underwear, briefs, fabric, practical. Really, simple trunks, reliable. Fashion. Small through extra large soft. Being sold by somebody that looks like they had a stroke on a keyboard. Yeah, I don't know what you were Googling or eBaying, but I hope you found it, and I hope you didn't buy this. Aberdren Angus beef sizzle steak. That's a face. That is a face. That'd be hilarious to cook. Kinder surprise! What's inside? The Demon Core! If you don't know what the Demon Core is, look it up. It cooks you from the inside. I'm pretty sure this is being sold right now at some stupid place in Soho, New York, and for $40 a toilet. It's like a mini toilet with like 2 inches of cucumber water, and it's $40 at a restaurant with menus that don't have prices. I don't miss New York. Nope, I don't do teeth. Nope, put that away. Nope, no thank you. Nope, that's not as bad as teeth, but didn't we just see this? What is with the people stuffing crap in their ears? That's cute. I wouldn't let your dog drink a bunch of Pepsi, but you know, they're probably fine for 1 sip. That is a lot of dedication to the bit. Like, I realize that there's a bit of forced perspective going on, but you still had to cut up like a bunch of cups to get that going. So good job. I would watch like a Peter Griffin-centric anime out of curiosity only. So I would last like 2 episodes. But sure, go for it. Now, any more of this, especially with the really noisy bus like seat print, Clothes are so boring. Oh my god, most clothes are so boring. This is fantastic. I love it. Thanks, Reddit. Some really complicated tattoo thing. 10 years ago, I took some ground chicken and tried to make chicken jerky sticks. You didn't succeed. You did weed out the image similarity AI, and you also made something that looks like a head crab. Had a very, very passionate night with a king crab, and there might have been an octopus involved. Just found this in a cabinet full of old stuff. Yeah, this looks like genuine medical imagery. Was the old stuff, like, possibly belonging to a surgeon of some sort? This looks like something that actually needed surgical intervention. Or, I don't know, we had Klingons at one point. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, you know, there's a whole world of UPC codes and EAN codes out there. You can pick whatever you want to be. You can be a can of beans. I ain't gonna stop you. A customer paid with $1 that had the serial numbers cut out of it. As far as I remember, as long as you have the 4 corners, the bill is still technically worth like its entire value. Like you have to have the entire corner where all the ink is. That's just very, very concerning though. Yeah, this is what being confident while giving a presentation at work feels like. Just great big, all show face and just tiny little body behind. Men, pleasure Shrek. Real men, you know what to do. I know you thought this would look really good in your head, and I know this probably took a lot of effort to put together and do, and there was still the point at which you didn't have to post it anywhere. You could just been like, you know what, we put a lot of work into this, it didn't work out, oh well, we'll go with a different family Halloween costume. And yet, here we are. Nope, stop. I don't mind people that put in the gauges and stuff like that. But then it's like actual jewelry. When you're starting to use your earlobes for like storage, this is a tree where I work. Look, if the tree calls your name in the middle of the night, no it didn't. Go inside. Do not go into the woods. Haha, Greeks just gave us this horse. Frickin' losers. Look, now might not be the best time to bring up the fire-breathing pigs, but now might be the best time for them. Oh god, why? What the? An artist has used forensic techniques to reconstruct the face of a Crystal Head vodka bottle. Why does it look like one of those weird... There's these like off-brand mannequins that the stupid tourist shops around Times Square use to like model clothes, and they just look weird, and like I don't know, I don't understand anything about them. But they have kind of this expression, and it has always freaked me out. Please stop everything that you have ever done, set it all down, and go live in the sea. Saw this while taking a walk. No, I like that. That's hilarious. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm more bothered by the fact that he's holding a full half watermelon over here, and it only has a slice out. That's it. No, this is cute. This is what I think every time. Is this the carrier? There's an Airbus plane that basically just fully opens up and can hold other planes inside of it, and it has always looked like a beluga whale to me, and it's so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's the most adorable little freaking plane ever. By their powers combined, which if I wasn't already going to hell, I am now. Something hub, food that will make you arrive.
Give me your money.
Whoa, bro, hey, they're just a bunch of fellas jumping around in skimpy tights, okay? It's just a circus act. You don't resort to the chemical warfare.
Alright, if I just keep highlighting it all the way, and then bam, memorized. That's the tactic, right? As long as you highlight it, you're gonna retain the information. This is why if you're a good friend to me, I will draw a highlighter all over you. That way I'll never forget you. Oh no, the conservatives! They've bioengineered the cats to work against the gay community! Quick, turn it off before it absorbs all the gay! Pride Month will be ruined at this point! You know, I know the economy's hit a lot of us, but... damn, didn't expect Spider-Man to have to take up a second job like this. My eyes are down here. This is John. He works from home. He gets lonely, so he likes to roleplay he's on the subway at 5:30 p.m. and there's no seats available. Otherwise, he'll never actually bother listening to his podcasts. On one hand, it does alleviate the eyesore of trash bins all over the public footpath. Also, any drunks who would be knocking them over on purpose to let all the content spill out. But on the other hand, I can easily see so many people falling into these things, especially those very drunks that are trying to avoid creating a mess and an issue. Hey friendo, how you doing? You doing good? Your life getting a bit struggle town in 2024 so far? Well, hey, don't you worry. Don't you let yourself stress out, okay? Because as of recording this video, 2024 is 40% complete. So reflect on the person you were back in January to the person you are now, and notice how little has changed, how much has changed. We're almost halfway through the year. here, and this is as far as you've... And look how far you've come! You've still got time, so don't give up. Be the best you can be. Probably fake. However, no AI have lying it around since time immemorial. I don't know about the legitimacy of the first image, but that second one, that is definitely real. But okay, make a baby. Swallow the baby to make the baby.
The amazing toy that you swallow and then poop out, then you later then make a baby.
No, hang on. Hold up. You're not making anything. You are literally just passing some sort of random product through your body's digestive system. It's already been made. Oh, but thank goodness they give us name ideas.
Kent, Janeth,
Benty? Kent again? Rags. Rufus. Freaking hell, Kent one more time. Call your child risky Australian slang. Kent, come over here, Kent. What a handsome young Kent you are. But man, you don't know what's worse here. Is it this one where you are encouraged to swallow a toy? Or this one that implies that having a baby is biologically suitable and fine. Oh, but folks, look, real pregnancy action. Yeah, it's an action figure. Produces real tear ducts and defecates continuously. Hold its wrist and say it's doing a great job to hear various dialogue options, such as, I'm going to kill you, I want to die, and fuck. Point of view, you are so lonely that you resort to Frankensteining a friend. So it's a nice bubbly rosé. I don't know, man. That's normally a lady's drink. Do you really have the balls to drink that? Here we have two friends, permanently built together in a constant state of shock and awe at everything around them. Now further immortalized, not just in the physical plane, but on the interwebs as well. Are they shocked and surprised at the world around them, or in a constant state of awe and fear over the fact they cannot change their expressions and their eternal torment of their structural prison? Lol, I don't know. Moving on. Congratulations, it's a Mini Cooper. Any smart car professional people in the comments, please let me know. If I had a pin, could I pop that? And would doing that make all the people at this car meet of sorts come after me like a lynch mob? In my defense, it does look like bubble wrap. So I'm just reacting how a human would. Found on the way to work. Oh wait, hang on. There's keyboard letters typed onto this. Hang on. Burger King Cup. What? Gatomadosa. I don't know what this is, man. Is this a cursed Burger King cup sealed for all time? Maybe there's a demon trapped within it, and it's better we don't actually touch or tamper with the sealed device. And now for a great example as to why everything would be better if it looked like a cat. Well, okay, one of these. Maybe not. Actually, scrap the hippo as well. They are frightening enough as it is being territorial. Could you imagine if they had the dexterity of a cat as well? Oh, poor kitty. It's just doing what they can to survive. Honestly though, could you actually withhold yourself from doing whatever you could to help out this kitty if they just kept meowing? Not even telling you what they're selling, you don't care. Can't read the language, don't care. I will give you money because you keep crying towards me. This YouTube channel. Hey, it's that acclaimed TikTok therapist guy. Great example is when committing to satire too much. Is it still satire if no one actually knows it's satire? I thought I'd like being cucked. I didn't. Boo-hoo, your dog died, a rant. My wife's cancer ruined our Smeg's life. Orangutan stole my phone and Zoo just laughed. Wow, he looks very passionate about that moment. I'm a male feminist. Pfft. My sister found the camera. Don't worry, that one has a sequel. I fed my ex her own dog, and I have nude art of my sister. That harmony is a bit off, but I refuse to record myself singing it anymore. It's already uncomfortable as is. My new housemates don't know me well enough to trust that is meant to be just a joke of a read. Oh look, a coffin for every single boomer on Facebook. They'll love it. Forget the formal black funeral attire, everyone wear overalls. This right here is a great representation of my skill set when it comes to modifying things. Notice how the idea is there of a cool, unique joystick design and look, but in actual practice is the most stupid thing anyone could come up with. Whoa, that's a cool cow. And technically, more of a predator because his eyes are at the front. Also, I don't know about you, looks kind of uncomfortable to see that. A cow with eyes at the front instead of the side. Why do I feel like he looks so familiar? Aww. Trauma! Guess they heard about you mistreating one of the toy dinosaurs. You chew off one of little Jimmy's hands, they get to chew off one of yours in return.
I'm sorry, 2-year-old daughter, but you gotta learn how the real world works. Kids these days, so ignorant.
Hi, my name's Jemima. I'm a single mom at 36 years old. Life has been a real struggle for a woman who is single and a mother. But that is until I discovered this generic and secretly a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme, Snacks for Suckers. Now I finally have the energy to chew on cushions and pee on the carpet just like when I was young. Snacks for Suckers. Sign up with our welcoming package today and
Point of view, you've walked in to discover your boyfriend's cheating on you. Though you're not mad, just disappointed you missed out on the fun. I hate finding Nemo on the grill. Oh look, you did find him. Oh, and there's Marlin. Oh, and the wife. Turns out she didn't die in the movie. Hooray! I'm glad we sourced them. All safe and sound in a nice warm environment. Oh, I don't support this kind of footwear. You know, it's bad enough us Australians call these thongs. The last thing I want to be saying is how your thongs smell fishy. Found this fish skin on the kitchen floor at 5 a.m. Oh yes, don't mind your housemate. They're just shedding, like all humans do. Of course. Don't ask too much, okay? You don't arouse suspicion. Whoa. Oh, wow. I'll be honest, I love this, actually. This is cool. For a second, I did trip out to the thought that this was like a literal garden bed area underneath the flooring, and it's just like some sort of clear, heavy-duty glass or something. But no, that's clearly printed. And that's cool. I like this. I like this design. It's pretty clever. Tricks you into psychologically thinking it's actually nice to be walking around here instead of a generic workplace kitchen.
I will not breathe until we get a new Frank Ocean album.
Oof, okay, I gotta look into this, see if he's okay. Hang on. Okay, so there was a release in 2017, and then 2 in 2019, and then nothing else until 2024. I kinda hope they posted this in 2018 at least, because after 2019, goddamn. Through 2. Ouch. Hope you're alive, buddy. Now, what gives this pool game an extra twist of hell is that for every lime you sink, the opposing player has to eat it. And just like a cringy emo kid trying to flirt with a fellow cringy emo kid in the early 2010s, they have to eat it raw. If I saw this IRL, I would think there was a glitch in the Matrix or something. Oh, don't worry, that's just a patch of the sky where clouds don't grow. It's the clouds are a birthmark. It's a pretty natural occurrence, you know, things not growing in a certain area. Kinda like the part in your mother's heart where you exist. And this right here is why I'm very thankful we don't live in a world where buildings are sentient creatures. I much prefer my columns to just remain like single solid blocks and not something that has an appetite. Okay, man, this is brilliant. Please, society, let us normalize JoJo's Bizarre Adventure sort of hairstyles in this normal modern day-to-day living. It wouldn't fix anything. If anything, it would make things a lot more difficult, like walking through a lot of hallways and such, but I don't care. One of the drawbacks with us all having crazy fancy hair is that sometimes we get each other trapped in our own hair as we walk past each other on the subway. It's worth it. This is actually a really clever design concept. I especially love that the knife is pretty much a hand doing a karate chop, while the fork is as if someone's just shaved off all their fingers so only the sharp bone is left. Okay, I am going to relate to this person's reaction. Imagine this was your dinner.
I know he calls me Kitty, but it's a pet name. God damn it, I just want chips.
I mean, really, what part of that fish is even cooked? It's straight from the sea. At least they were nice enough to remove the eyeball. So much more appetizing now. Well, I guess these heels really toe the line between fashion and freak show. Go on then, you freaks in the comments. Go ahead, finish your sentence, finish your comment, finish typing would and leaving it at that. Okay, this is... it's certainly a choice in design. A ceramic statue of a naked woman inside a Lego man. I'm sure there is some truth to this. Inside all of us is a naked ceramic woman. Okay, time to get off this train. I clearly missed my stop, and we are now in a completely different realm of reality. To get out of this fifth dimension of hell. In this reality, we don't choose the pill, we choose the pot. Which of Nana's cooking will you take? Take the blue pot, and you get to enjoy Nana's classic home recipe. Take the red pot, and you'll learn exactly which quick, easy-to-make package she buys from at the grocery store. Ah, that's sweet. Just a person milking their cow. Yep, Yep, it's milking a cow. Moving on. Here we have the remains of someone who defended themselves against a samurai. They may have had ineffective shielding techniques, but damn if they didn't look fabulous as they did it. The owls see all, most specifically because they are literally looking through eyes. This thing for sale on Craigslist. The description makes it even more confusing. Oh my god, it's like a featherless owl? Oh wow. Oh, the more you look at it, the more you're kinda gonna develop some nightmares, I'm pretty certain. My pet shelf. Two-tailed Armenian bull snake feline, relatively small. He praises the Lord every day. Can't fly yet. Can crawl 35 kilometers per hour. White, semi-aquatic, likes hiding under shelves. That's how he got the name, and attacks small life forms. Warning. Just that. Just warning at the end. That's ominous, as if the rest of the creature wasn't already. Wow, friends, check out this amazing new phone cover for protecting it from the rain as you're driving around in your moped or motorcycle. It's so cool. I'm surprised no one has utilized this smart little hack yet. You can get like a whole 10-pack of them. They're called condoms. You know, I imagine this is exactly what wildlife photography actually is like. Just battling out the severe stiffness and ferocity of the wilderness just to get a photo of something very, very basic. Oh yeah, but this butterfly has like really pretty wings, so it's worth it. Yes, I've slept in poison ivy for 3 days straight, but it's worth it. No, it's a cute little kitty. Just some nice adorable snuggling to give us a break from the horrible nightmares that are two-tailed Armenian bull snake felines. Warning, fragile contents. That or someone, while wrapping up their own luggage, looked at the remaining material they had and thought, well, I'm never gonna use this again, so why not find another use for it? And bam, raincoat! I don't get why this cat is so miserable. They are clearly getting the attention it is obviously craving. I will forever stand against anyone who says cats are more introverted in nature. No, they're not. They are suckers for your attention, and we all know it. My dearest wife, a quick question. On a scale of 90 to 180 degrees, how well can we afford a third child? And road work. Yeah, and road work!
That's right, we're protesting road work.
Yeah, no more. Yeah, whatever. I just want to be a part of something. Oh, look, it's albino puppy playtime. Honestly, if I had this dog, I would name it Puppy Playtime. And whenever a guest asks for why it's named that, I'd show it's their face like this. And as the laughter settles, Puppy Playtime will elongate his legs by about 3 meters, and then we'll play a game of tag. It's possible situations like this why I will always avoid owing people money. I don't care if you're my closest friend. If I owe you $20, I am paying that ASAP. Otherwise, when I need your help for something like this, nope, my life is on the line. Here at your local cat adoption center, we like to take care of all sorts of foster kitties, even those with a little bit of a bite in them. A young Luke Skywalker, standing in front of an ominous shadow of his future destiny. It was not too long ago when somebody once told him the world was going to roll him. But young Luke was not the sharpest tool in the shed. Now let's be clear, this might be a cute image of a cat being fascinated by a bunch of kitties on the video screen, but this is like you looking at a TV screen right now and seeing just footage of a bunch of people walking around on all fours like animals. Only you don't have the perceptive ability to consider it as some sort of weird art form of art house film.
Look, kitty, we made a star.
Suddenly a bunch of flames just erupt all around them.
Ah, you have summoned me once more to the mortal plane, master.
This does look like a comfy chair, but I can't help but feel like Kirby is trying to disguise themselves. Nice try, buddy, but if you want my clothes, you have to buy them yourself. Here we have little Timmy experiencing his first no-clip through the floor. Luckily, he's got some snacks to keep him busy while emergency services arrive to apply the updates to his house. I swear, ever since that COVID DLC, a lot of things have just been totally out of whack. Oh, wait, there's a second image. Oh my god. Jeez, at least get like a stool or something to rest his legs. Man, his shoulders and arms are gonna be aching after this. Yeah, no, that got me the jeebies. I don't like this. No. I don't care if it's good to encourage your children to not be afraid of these things, but still understand they are deadly creatures. You know, just develop them a sense of steel will in the face of danger. I don't appreciate this little girl's tea party making her come across more brave than me. It's very offensive. So, cancel that, please. It's a tree, okay? It's a tree. It's a tree. That's bark. It's a solid, hard surface. Oh man, it's even got the little cute belly punch thing. It's a tree. Anyway, back to the weather. As we can see, there is a lot of build up going along the states. There will be some heavy showering as time goes on. Oh man, talk about some crazy forced perspective. I thought this was some horrific elephant carcass, like a baby elephant's head. Like bones. But no, those are bird legs. It is literally just a bird with its wings half out, picking up something? Clearly making more of an effort to clean up this world than I've done. Man, that's a shameful reflection. I mean, wow, that's crazy. The tuft of the feathers look like eyes. So this is why Furby was given a lot of fur instead of just skin. See, folks, sometimes it is better being a furry. I know the parent cat here isn't yelling, but I do love how it still looks like that regardless.